Welcome back to the channel. Today, April 19th, marks a powerful cosmic shift. The sun officially moves into grounded, sensual, and stabilizing Taurus. But this isn't just any zodiac change. This one is cellular, energetic, and deeply spiritual. From strange symptoms to sacred synchronicities, the Taurus sun is about to stir up everything from your nervous system to your manifestations. So let's break it all down: the good, the bad, and the weird. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay until the end, because this Taurus energy might just change how you operate on a soul level. As the sun enters the earthy realm of Taurus, something deep within you begins to shift. This isn't a change you'll analyze or mentally process at first. It's something your body feels before your mind catches up. You may notice your breath slowing, your heart rate settling, or even your appetite changing. It's a strange stillness that creeps in gently, inviting you to pause. Taurus doesn't speak in thoughts. It speaks in sensations, in grounding, in the language of the physical. This zodiac shift pulls you out of the endless loops of anxiety, overanalysis, and mental chaos that may have ruled during Aries season. Taurus whispers, "Come back home, not to your house, but to your body." Your nervous system begins to downshift, your senses heighten, and your need for comfort, rest, and stillness becomes undeniable. Even if you try to push forward, your body might resist, asking you to recalibrate and root down. It's not laziness, it's sacred slowness. So, if you're feeling heavier, quieter, or more drawn to simple pleasures like nature, music, or solitude, don't fight it. You're syncing with the frequency of Taurus. This is the beginning of a full-body reboot, where your spirit realigns with the present moment through your physical vessel. Pay attention to how your body wants to move, rest, or eat during this time. It's not random, it's intelligent. It's the earth element showing you how to be fully here. As the sun settles into the grounded sign of Taurus, it doesn't just shift your energy, it starts reshaping your long-term vision. And one of the clearest mirrors for that transformation? Your relationships. Without warning, you might begin to feel an emotional pull toward certain people and an unexpected distance from others. Some connections will feel peaceful, grounding, and future-focused. Others might suddenly seem misaligned, even if nothing bad has happened. This isn't about conflict. It's a quiet awareness rising from within. Taurus is all about core values, and when the sun highlights this earthy space, it gently pushes you to examine whether your relationships reflect the life you want to build. Do your partnerships support your vision or drain your energy? Are your values mirrored or merely tolerated? This season makes it harder to ignore the truth. The people who once felt like soul companions may now feel energetically off, not because of personal failure, but because your internal compass is pointing somewhere new. It's not about blame, it's about direction. You may not be able to explain it with logic, but your intuition knows. Your body knows. Conversations may slow down, responses may feel dull, or your enthusiasm might fade. Instead of forcing it, Taurus asks you to allow space. Some people are meant to walk with you into the future. Others were only ever part of the preparation. Let what no longer aligns fall away. It's not rejection, it's redirection. And in this season, the most powerful thing you can do for your relationships is listen to what your energy is telling you. Not just your emotions, but your future frequency. Have you been seeing the same number everywhere? Hearing the same phrase in random conversations? Or maybe someone texts you just as you're thinking of them. These aren't random moments, they're frequency echoes. As the sun moves into Taurus, It strengthens your personal energy field, making your inner signal louder and clearer to the universe. You're no longer just living your life, you're broadcasting it, and the universe is responding in kind. This is Taurus energy in action, not loud or flashy, but deeply magnetic. You may notice your desires being met without effort, or opportunities landing without explanation. These synchronicities aren't wishful thinking. They're evidence that your frequency is aligning before your words catch up. Taurus teaches us to be present and grounded, and in doing so, it amplifies the power of our unspoken intentions. The truth is, you're attracting things not through force, but through resonance. So when these weird patterns show up, don't dismiss them. Pay attention. They're clues, confirmations, and sometimes even course corrections. A repeated number might be a green light. A perfectly timed conversation could be a divine nudge. Taurus reminds us that the world is always speaking, but during this season, it's speaking directly to your vibration. All you have to do is listen. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. As Taurus season unfolds, you may find yourself pulling away from situations, people, or habits, not with anger, but with quiet certainty. This isn't about slamming doors or drawing lines. It's about energetic clarity. Something inside you just knows when something isn't right anymore, and Taurus gives you the silent power to walk away with grace. You no longer feel the need to explain your choices or argue your boundaries. Your energy is enough. It speaks volumes, even when your mouth stays closed. And as you embody this inner steadiness, something magical starts to happen. You begin to look and feel different, not because of makeup or style changes, but because your soul is finally in sync with your body. People might say you look peaceful, refreshed, or glowing, and it's not superficial. What they're noticing is your alignment, your stillness. In a world that's always rushing and reaching, stillness becomes magnetic. It becomes beautiful. Taurus reminds us that true beauty is rooted in authenticity, and the more you honor your energy, the more radiant you become. This season is a masterclass in embodied confidence. No need to perform, persuade, or pretend. You simply are, and that is enough. When you start living in alignment with your truth, you naturally create space for what uplifts you and distance from what drains you. Taurus shows us that boundaries don't always need to be shouted. They can be whispered through presence. And beauty doesn't always need to be seen. It can be felt. As the sun anchors into Taurus, the path between thought and reality becomes almost immediate. Manifestation sharpens to a fine point. What you think, what you feel, what you deeply believe, all start sinking rapidly into your external world. But with faster manifestation comes a new level of responsibility. If something feels off or isn't unfolding the way you hoped, Taurus teaches you to stop blaming circumstances and instead look inward. This season demands brutal honesty with yourself, because even your hidden doubts, fears, or contradictions can materialize just as easily as your dreams. One of the strangest emotional guides during this time might be something you're taught to ignore: jealousy. Under Taurus energy, jealousy isn't a flaw to be ashamed of. It's an intuitive alarm system. When envy rises, it's not random. It's revealing a desire you've suppressed or abandoned. Maybe you convinced yourself you didn't need that dream, that relationship, that lifestyle. But Taurus reminds you, if jealousy stings, it's because some part of you still longs for it, and that longing is sacred information, not something to bury. Instead of pushing away those feelings, Taurus asks you to lean in with compassion. Jealousy shows you where your heart still hopes. It's not a sign of failure, it's a breadcrumb leading you back to your true path. When you face those hidden desires with honesty, you clean up your frequency even more, making your manifestations even sharper and cleaner. In Taurus season, owning your full truth, light and shadow, isn't just healing, it's magnetic. Taurus energy brings a much-needed shift from the chaos of constant striving into the quiet strength of stability. It reminds you that life isn't a race to be won, but a reality to be built, slowly, intentionally, and with presence. If you've been chasing dreams, approval, or clarity with frantic energy, this season tells you to stop running. Taurus slows you down not as punishment, but as preparation. It teaches you how to hold what you've been asking for, not just to want it, but to live it, feel it, become it. Because what you embody is what you attract. As this energy settles in, something profound happens. You begin to feel less inclined to explain yourself or seek validation. The need to perform fades. Taurus awakens the truth that your worth isn't transactional. You don't need to impress the world to matter. When you stand firmly in your own grounded energy, the right people will feel it. No elevator pitch, no over-explaining, just presence. And ironically, the less you try to prove, the more powerful your impact becomes. This is the season of magnetic stillness, a time to recognize that effort doesn't always equal results, and that sometimes less is more. Taurus asks you to build slow, speak less, feel more. It's not about proving your value. It's about owning it, quietly and fully. Because when you stop chasing and start holding, life begins to stay. The dream, the love, the peace, it all finds you when you're no longer running. One of the most profound gifts of Taurus season is the realization that you don't need to chase what's meant for you. As your energy becomes more stable and coherent, life begins to respond in kind. You might find yourself receiving what you used to hustle for, opportunities, clarity, even relationships, simply because your frequency is now aligned. Taurus teaches that true magnetism comes not from noise, but from stillness. When you stop scattering your energy and start holding your ground, the universe moves toward you. But with that magnetic shift comes something equally important: body-level awareness. You may start feeling more sensitive, emotionally, physically, energetically. Some days might bring deep peace, while others feel uncomfortable or heavy. These aren't signs that something's wrong. They're signs that your body is integrating the energy you've been calling in. Taurus doesn't just give you the vision, it gives you the vessel. That discomfort you feel? It's your old energy making space for the new. It's not chaos, it's construction. So honor the subtle signals. Listen when your body asks to slow down. Trust the emotional waves as messages rather than problems. This season isn't about escape, it's about embodiment. You're no longer just dreaming about a better life. You're living it in your cells, your breath, your choices. And every strange symptom, every moment of stillness is a sacred reminder. Your energy is becoming the architecture of your reality. If this video helped you understand today's shift, please hit that like button and subscribe for more updates on energy transitions and cosmic weather. Share this with someone who's been feeling off lately. Maybe they're just entering Taurus season 2. And let me know in the comments, what symptoms or synchronicities are you experiencing today? See you in the next video. And remember, you're not just evolving, you're embodying.